What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live as we continue the launch of 1 million cent. Thank you for being with us today. We're going to be going on and off all throughout the day. And I've got my brother back with me. Garrett Wagoner is going to jump on here in just a little bit. Also, we're going to have a very special surprise guest, and I am so honored that these dudes are taking time out of their day to join and celebrate the launch of 1 million cent, where we are aiming to train 1 million students around the globe to share the gospel by 2030. Hey, if you are here and you are watching, jump in on the chats. We are going to be giving away some free things. What's up, Tiffany? Make sure you drop a hello, a what's up, an emoji. As a matter of fact, if you're watching, why don't you go ahead and drop your favorite emoji? I'm not sure what your favorite emoji is, but I'm going to ask Garrett Wagoner right now. Garrett, what is your favorite emoji, or do you have one?
Yes, easy answer. The laughing face with the cry with the tears. That's probably the only one I really use. Yeah, that's the only one I'm used to.
Oh, that's pretty good. The laughing one with the tears. I like that a lot, man. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
I haven't
So,
really used a lot of other ones. That's just kind of my go-to.
yeah. Yeah, I think my go-to is the fist bump, the boom, the
Oh
fist
yeah,
bump.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's a good one.
is that somebody told me that was a punch in the face, not a fist bump, that this side one or whatever is a fist bump.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I just
Me
always thought it
neither.
was a fist bump.
That's what I thought. So I'm gonna try. Let's see here. No, it's not. Oh, I'm gonna see if I can drop that in the chat. There's mine. So I think
That's
that's the
definitely a
fist
fist
bump.
bump.
That's what I think,
Yeah.
man. So I think so. Someone also they told me that the praying hands, which is another one of my
hmm
my goes to. Um they're like no, that's not praying hands. That's a high five.
Really.
Look at
Yeah, that
this.
kind of there is one that yeah, that's praying hands for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly,
Yeah, the
man.
high fives.
Exactly.
I think Nathaniel or somebody just posted a high five. All right, no, that's a high from Tiffany. She's saying
That's
hi, but
high.
that
Yeah,
looks
that's,
like a
that's
high five.
Tiffany saying hello. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. That's
Nathaniel
it.
dropped a little upside down smiley face. I'm not even
hmm
sure what
Wow,
that's
I don't
about,
know what
but
that means. Yeah,
Nathaniel, you might have to explain yourself, bro. We're not sure
yeah. Is
what
that for
where
your
you're
wife
going.
or something? I don't know. You send that
I
to
don't
her
know,
all the
man.
time.
I don't know, but hey, guys, we are so glad you are here. Garrett, welcome back, man. And hey, dude, I've got a special friend coming on with us here in just a little bit.
Oh
You'll know
man,
him. You'll recognize him. It's
what
not
a
Jerry
surprise,
Jones.
man!
It's not Jerry
You
Jones.
surprised me both times, man. Today, so I'm excited. I like surprises.
Yeah, man. You're gonna probably enjoy this one, but we're gonna bring him on here probably just a few minutes. But
Oh,
so
okay.
glad he's
Wow.
jumping on with us. And anyway, man, dude, I am so thankful for your partnership in this. Obviously, as we said earlier, if you missed our earlier live, go check it out. But Garrett is a part of the Rage Ministries team and family. But also, he's been kind of on the underground with us and a few other guys helping build this 1 million cent, make it happen. Hold up. Nathaniel's dropping a little comment in here. It is a I'm dead type emoji. So just think.
I like that.
That's fair.
Because
That's
when
fair.
I have a friend that sends me something really funny through text message, and it's like, even bigger than laughing, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
We're always, I'm dead right now. I want them to see the effect of,
There you
you know,
go. Is that the upside down face? Y'all send that one as I'm dead?
I haven't done that. I've just learned that new. So thank you, Nathaniel. What a
Thanks.
wise man.
See,
So,
this is why you have to have
no,
good friends that know how to use good
that's
emojis,
right.
man. But
That's right.
oh man, so awesome, dude, awesome, man. So well, hey, to kick us off, I want you to. What's your favorite impersonation? I mean, Garrett does some pretty good impersonations, but Garrett,
Oh,
what,
man.
what what's one of your favorite? Like, what's one of your favorite ones to do? Is it Jerry? Is it Jerry Jones? Because
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot during Cowboy season. I'm a
which is
Jacob
over,
Cowboys fan, so
which
it's
is
over.
over.
Yeah,
Not
yeah. I
anymore.
mean, I do a lot of people that people know, that they would
Yeah.
like. Oh, that's in our circle.
Right. So give everybody Jerry Jones's spiel on why the Cowboys got outed in the playoffs once again early on.
Okay. You see, we obviously I'm very, very disappointed, and I feel like we have nothing's wrong with our team. But I'm very, very disappointed, and I am, but I didn't. But we're going to do the exact same things next year. What happened was Kellen was drawing some plays on his etch and sketch, and and I said, "Let me draw one for you to use in the game," and I did not call that run by Dak that ran the clock out. That was not me, and.
My God!
Obviously, Mike's in trouble this year. We will watch and see.
Yes, I love that.
And did you hear about Jason Garrett is free again, which is very tempting, very, very tempting for me to give him a second chance there.
Oh my gosh! Do not bring Jason Garrett back, please. Please do not bring.
He's a wonderful coach. I've trained him, and
I think Miami could use him.
Hey, well, we won't talk about them Dolphins and their fans. We won't bring that up here on air. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garrett Wagoner, aka Jerry Jones. Hey, Mr. Jones, if you happen to be out there, he is available for appearances. His fee is nominal. It will not, for you, it's nominal. It's a nominal fee.
I have been working on a brand new one for Aggie fans that I have not unveiled.
Oh my!
I could even try it on air. Nobody's even seen it, but me and myself in the mirror.
You want to try it or not try it?
I'll give it a little try.
Oh my! Aggies fans, hey, just fair warning.
Is there any Aggies on here?
Aggie fans are not fun. So
they got a lot of crazy traditions, and they're ready to go to war anytime. So
they're so mad, dude. It's like, guys, can't you play around and joke? But go ahead, let's see it.
No one else has soldiers march around their stadium before a home game, like with bayonets and stuff. That's pretty scary, bro.
Oh my goodness!
I don't want to mess with them.
Drop it for us real quick, and then we're gonna bring on our special guest with us, who's in the waiting room.
All right, awesome. Say, Jimbo here. Listen. All these rumors going around about me paying players and our boosters, our fake flaggy. Listen, hey, it come from a guy on Bro Bible, okay? Bro Bible. It's a guy named Sliced Bread. Sliced Bread. It's starting rumors. Hey, do I have a ranch and do I bring recruits to ride horses? Yes, I do. It's totally legal. But hey, it's all false. It's all my coaching that brings these kids to school here. So I want to hear the end of it. I'm tired of it. I'm mad. I'm kicked off, and that's it.
I'm tired of it, and I'm mad.
And if you're Sliced Bread out there, I think Sliced Bread's Nick Saban. So why don't you come out and reveal yourself right now? If you follow a lot of sports, you would hear his. You go look at Jimbo's recent speech.
Hey, bro, well done. I'm excited.
What do you think? 1 out of 10? That's brand new. Y'all are the first ones I've tried.
That's really good, man. On this replay, we might definitely. I'm just afraid we're going to get like copyright infringements for your good impersonations, bro.
Roger Stafford must be an Aggie right here.
Maybe that's just his favorite emoji. He's finally getting it there. So anyway, hey man, without further ado, Garrett, I'm gonna bring on a friend of ours, and this brother loves the Lord, loves equipping the next generation. And so let's see if I could get him on here. Jimmy Hammond, what's going on? Good looking.
Hey, not compared to the two that are already on screen. I'm the ugly duckling of this group. So,
man, Jimmy, man, it's so good to see your face.
There's a lot of sexy on the screen here tonight.
Oh man!
Wow, there you go. Here.
Oh man,
Jimmy, I know we just met via, what is this called? Restream.
Restream.io.
Yeah, I feel like I've known you my whole life. So
that's right. Have y'all not crossed paths and stuff before?
I don't think we have. Well, right now we are. So.
Well, I don't know. There was that night in prison, but everything's foggy.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. God throws our sin as far as the east is from the west.
Word!
So.
We got.
That's
guys,
not true for those out there. Yeah,
let's keep this G-rated, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm
There's
kidding.
a lot of grandma and grandpas that take Facebook or take social media literally.
That's true. That's true.
Sarcasm,
Facebook will get you in trouble.
Yeah.
So, hey, Jimmy.
Babylon B articles.
There you go. Jimmy, tell us real quick,
right,
man.
right.
Tell everybody who's watching where you're at, what you're doing, and, man, why in the world you're even on here with us, because I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, so I kind of wear several hats. I'm a family ministries pastor at a local church here in Central Illinois, but I also work with the State Association of Churches, and have used Ryan before and gotten to know him and just love his heart and his passion for evangelism. And I'll drop a commercial for him if you're looking for a good speaker for your outreach event or your camp. Garrett, I'm sure is fantastic as well, even though I haven't heard him, but he looks good. And so that's really
it's not Ryan Fontenot, brother. It's not Ryan Fontenot, man.
Oh my word, you guys.
But actually, this is kind of a cool story, man. On the associational level, we've set some pretty lofty goals to reach and equip, not just reach, but equip students to share the gospel. And so, man, I reached out to Ryan. I said, listen, we're trying to put together like a clear and compelling strategy on a kind of a statewide level on how we can help our youth pastors really make some inroads into not only equipping their students, but then, how do we train them to do that? How do we keep track of that? And so I gave him all these parameters that we're kind of looking at and what we're looking for and see if he had anything. And basically he's like, yeah, I just built that, bro. Like, I just did that. So like a little late to the game, but so he started telling me all about 1 million cent, and it was just a match made in heaven. And honestly, and I think Ryan, you're the one that said it, just affirmation that God is up to something.
Yeah.
And so because everything that he's doing is exactly what we were talking about, we need to be doing on our associational level. And so now we're in the middle of just figuring out how to partner and make that happen and roll that out in a large scale. And
no doubt.
Here in Illinois, we need Jesus. I mean, I know you guys are down in Texas, Oklahoma. That's God's country. Go Pokes. But
let's go.
Wow! Now it's revealed. There we go.
Yeah, you guys talk about Aggies. You better ease up. I'm just saying.
No, that's dangerous.
You're getting close.
If I disappear, you don't see me.
I told you, man, don't mess with the Aggies. I'm telling you, man, just don't do it. They are
dangerous. They got this little hiss thing too when you make them mad.
Hey, well, Garrett, you know who Jimmy works with. You know Jack Lucas, right?
Yes, I do remember. Yeah, when I was
in
that network, and I guess I'm still in that network. But when I was a state worker, I do remember.
So Jimmy,
great meetings we went to.
Yeah, Garrett was the state youth guy for the SBTC for several years, and so he has connections with Jack. And I figured y'all cross paths, but now you have, and we're on this together. So I'm going to fire off a couple of questions for you guys, because if we don't, we will just do impersonations all time long.
Don't let me chase rabbits.
It wouldn't be bad. So. That was solid, Garrett. I want to throw that
good. He did good.
I appreciate the encouragement.
He's legit. So, hey, Jimmy, I'm going to ask you first, man, when it comes to reaching Generation Z, students of our day and time, why do you think it's so important for us to intentionally focus on going after what we now know as Generation Z? Why is that so important for us, man? Why is that a heartbeat of what you do even there in Illinois?
Yeah, well, man, I think on the first one you touched on this, and this is something that I just preached to my church congregation just the other day. It's all about return on investment. If we're going to be serious about reaching the lost, like statistically, little to nobody accepts Jesus Christ after the age of 18. Like it's a very small percentage. And so if we're going to get the bang for our buck and really reach this next generation, we're going to focus on the upcoming generations, because that's when people accept Christ statistically. So the numbers just don't lie. That's the best place to pour your resources and your energy. And then through COVID, this was already true, but I think COVID amplified it, that we now have a generation that's looking. They're looking for answers. They've been shaken. And that has really, I think, raised an awareness that we need something beyond what we've got. And I think we have an absolutely unprecedented opportunity as a church, and as we specifically reaching this young generation, to really come in and give them the answers that they're looking for, because that answer is Jesus at the end of the day. And so those two are the big reasons. I can drone on for days. I am a pastor, but those are kind of the two big ones I think really compelling us to take advantage of this opportunity that God's given us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love that. And that's so true. I think Garrett and I talked a little bit about that earlier, is like just the reality of over 70% of everyone who ever comes to the gospel, comes to Jesus, does so by 18 years old. Actually, a lot of times when I'm sharing with churches, and I'll be sharing this with the church on Sunday, is, if that's true, if 70% of those who ever come to Christ do so by their 18th birthday, then I always make a joke, which some people think is funny, some don't, and that is that 70% of the budget ought to be spent on those 18 years and younger.
Yes.
So,
right. Praise the Lord, man.
But usually it's like 10% or 7%.
Yeah.
But thankfully,
he who has ears to hear, let him hear. Right.
Preach it, brother. Preach it. Come on.
So, but man, I just think that's so true, and not only are they the ones that are being reached at this age, but they are, man, once they know Christ and once they're equipped, they're competent and confident in sharing the gospel, man, they will reach others for Jesus as well. So have you seen that in Illinois also, Jimmy?
Yeah, absolutely. We just went through kind of a retooling. I'll just give you locally here personally. We kind of retooled some of our ministry programming, created a very clear entry point into our youth ministry that's just overtly evangelistic. And the salvations that we've seen and the kids that we've seen that are coming isn't because of us old people. I mean, it's the kids inviting kids, the kids sharing the gospel, the kids doing Bible studies together, setting up Bible app reading plans and doing it together. I mean, they're not only the ones to reach, but like you said, they're the reachers that are reaching out. And not only this, but because of our student ministry and all the new kids that we've been able to connect with through that, and by we, I mean the students I already had. Now we've seen more new families come in the last 6 to 8 months than we have in the last 2 years. And it's all the families of these kids that our kids are reaching. And so, if you're a senior pastor listening and you want to grow your church, listen, you reach these teenagers, the teenagers are going to reach their families. The families follow the kids. And so it's been a powerful thing just to see on a very small microcosm of, little church in Sherman, Illinois. But we see it happening on a broader scale as well.
Dude, that's awesome. And I think everybody has figured that out. Sports has figured that out. Advertisers have figured that out. Like, parents follow the students, right? And so in a real way, we want to reach students who in turn do reach their parents. And so anyway, Garrett, as you travel now, man, and you're kind of back out there, and I know you've got a 1 million cent weekend coming up down near Houston area and stuff like that. So, man, how are you seeing students sent out? How are you seeing them equipped where you're going?
Yeah, the most recent place I can think is just a few weeks ago in January, MLK weekend. We went to Missouri, and just shout out to the Missouri Baptist Convention and Chris Selby, who's leading that student ministry. Just an amazing time, but just seeing a couple hundred students come together, and we shared the gospel with them. Made it really clear. But I love that after the large gatherings, they had sessions that taught them how to pray, that taught them how to care for people and share the gospel. And then what was neat was on Monday they sent them out to 1,500 homes to go and pray for people, and which is really bold. Like, knocking on doors can be pretty scary. But it kind of caused a great stir in the community. People started writing on their neighborhood message boards. Of course, there was a few people like, what are these kids doing out in the cold with COVID? And then there was a lot of other people that jumped to their defense and said, hey, these people made my day. They ministered to us. I was lonely in isolation, and they came to our door and prayed at a safe distance, of course, and so they were encouraged. So I'm seeing students rise to the challenge. When they're trained and equipped and challenged, a lot of them will take it. They want to take that risk and go.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Jimmy, you said that specifically in your state, you'll have a big initiative you're trying to launch. You're trying to equip students. Tell us again about that. What's the heartbeat behind that?
Yeah, so we took to be honest, it started with a good hard look at the data, and this kind of came out of our. We kind of organized a little bit different. We've kind of reorganized a little differently on the state level, and so. But our evangelism team just started looking at the statistics of our state churches and how we were doing. Numbers don't lie, so let's look at the numbers. And well, I say the numbers don't lie, but missionary math, but whatever. But it as we looked at the numbers, it was grim. Like it was frighteningly grim, specifically in that demographic where we should be seeing the most baptisms, salvations, etc. It wasn't. It just didn't exist, and so. It kind of set off some alarms and some red lights, and we've got to do something to address this not just on it's more than just resources. Like we've got to get to the heart of the pastors and the heart of the youth ministers and really instill in them a fire and a passion for evangelism and the importance of it. And so it's a very broad strategy and it's a very bold strategy. We're still trying to figure out how it's going to happen, but it's a necessary strategy if we're gonna have the impact that God's called us to have. So
right, man, I love that. I think along those same lines, with us, it was really the same thing of having this vision of training 1 million students to share the gospel by 2030. It's like, man, that just seems like it's almost impossible to do. But it has to be done because we know this. We know that the best people to reach people are students, right? Students reach students with the gospel. And so, man, if we can equip them, I think that's where it really becomes a big deal. Well, Jimmy,
I'll jump in there with that too. I want to add to that. I was very kind of proud of our team because sometimes it's easy to, I don't want to say fabricate numbers, but make them look better than they are. And so there's a big difference between setting a goal of we're going to reach 1,000 kids with the gospel and we're going to equip 1,000 kids.
There you go. To
share the gospel. And we
That's
chose the latter, which is a much harder goal. But in the long run is going to be a much more effective goal, which is why it just matched up perfectly with what you're doing, Ryan. It's all about equipping those students. That's where the secret sauce is. And so I'm excited.
Well, and we want it to live on beyond us, I mean, and Garrett and I know this. I mean, we speak at events all the time and I love it. And we won't stop preaching the gospel, but if we don't prepare the next generation to do the same, man, it's going to die. And so we want to equip them to have those gospel conversations in those hallways and classrooms and everywhere. So,
for sure.
Man, well, Jimmy, I know, man, this was kind of a jump in here real quick with us. And man, I want to thank you for taking time to do that. Man, we are thankful for your work in Illinois. And man, look forward to working with you guys any way we can, any way we can partner with you. We want to do that and resource you. And man, know we're praying for you, cheering you on, and just expecting God to do great things. So, man,
I appreciate it, man. We're praying for you. You got some. We're excited. We're excited too. So right back at you. So,
hey, it's gonna be awesome, man. We're amped up to do it. So, well, cool. Well, Jimmy, thanks for jumping on here, bro. We're gonna wrap up this one here in just a second, but I just want to say thanks, man, and we'll holler at you soon. Okay.
Yeah, good to see you, Garrett. And I don't know if you guys see this on your screen, but it almost looks like Garrett and I are in the same house. I don't know.
It does. I was thinking that.
Like Garrett's sitting.
We got the same taste in colors, right? Wall colors. I give my wife credit for that.
It was good to meet you guys, man.
Yeah, dude, that's
nice
awesome.
to meet you, Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy, we'll see you soon. All right, Garrett, man, that's too crazy. I was noticing that, but I wasn't gonna say it. But I appreciate it.
Jimmy is not in here. He is a cool guy. It's great to meet him.
He's awesome, man. Dude, I got to do an event with them, him and Jack, man. They're just incredible. Their team's phenomenal. And I'm just so thankful to have that partnership. They actually, hey, I think we first connected doing digital youth camp is when we all first connected. So, man, they just been a real blessing and just an encouragement. So thankful for those dudes and what God's doing up there in Illinois. I know it was funny. He texted me last week or week before, and he said, "Hey, I'm looking for a tool to train our students to share the gospel." And I was on my way to pick up our kids from school, and so I called him up. I said, "Man, let's talk. Let's talk. Let me tell you what God's doing." So it's cool how God's just kind of putting it all together, man. And
Yes.
and so anyway, well, hey guys, real quick, I want to do something. I want to show you guys who may be watching right now. Actually, let me share our screen here, and I am going to show you how you can see our online training. And boom. So if you go to 1millionscent.com, you're going to pull up this site right here. If you go over here, click that get started button, you can watch the video right there.
What's going on, everybody?
But
Thank you
we're
for
not going to
being.
watch it right now because I don't want to see myself. So there's the video there that explains everything. Click the get started button. It's going to take you to this page. All you have to do is enter info to begin the journey, name, email, click that let's go button, and here you are. Now, once you're in the actual training modules, you'll see there are 3 big ones. Save me. If you are here and you want to know how to be saved, click right there. Equip me. If you're a leader and you want to use this material to equip your students, hey, I would encourage you to go through these simple steps here. It just gives you some why, how, and when, and how to keep going, how to develop a culture of evangelism in your group. So all that will be there under Equip Me. But what we're talking about today is the Send Me. We want to see people trained on how to share the gospel. And this is our online training. You click the introduction. It's 6 sessions: introduction, God, sin, Jesus, decision. Now what? So when you click the section there, it's going to pull it up. Now check it out. It's video driven. You hit that play button. Let me turn that down. And you're going to be ready to go. Each session is about 12 minutes each. So you'll see there. It's well done. The guy, Aiden Franklin, did the videos, just phenomenal. At the bottom of each one, there's a listening guide. This is the full listening guide for the entire course. So you could see that there. As soon as it downloads, I'll pop that up for you. Check it out. So here's all of it right here. It's 10-page guide that takes you through every bit of the course. Also, at the bottom of each one, you can see there's just that session sheet if you want to download them one at a time. All of this is absolutely free, costs you nothing. So there's just a listening guide. So if you're taking your students through it, you can use those. If you're going through it yourself, you can use those as well. So boom, there it is. God, sin, Jesus, decision. Now what? So there's a video. Hey, I've learned all this. Now what do I do with it? Once you've watched that, here's what I would love for you to do. Click training complete and let us know. Let us know you've been trained to share the gospel. It'll have your information here. Click submit. We would love to know that you were part of the 1 million sent. So send me, equip me, save me, and then all the reports you can drop in here as well. I was trained, or hey, if you're a youth pastor who uses these resources, or anyone to train your students, hey, just drop that into us, click submit. So again, we'll know right there. It says number trained. You may train 12 of your students or 120 of your students. We want to know, and we'd love for you to share that with us so we can celebrate and we can all be in this together. So Garrett, man, tell me, what are you thinking, dude? What's going on, man? This is a lot, but tell me, what are you thinking right now about 1 million sent, about the gospel, about Gen Z, anything, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm just really excited, to be a part of this. I think about, when Jesus sent out, the disciples, the 72, and how he gave them his authority and said, hey, go spread the gospel, go do what I'm doing. And just to think about an entire generation, grasping the gospel, but also saying, hey, I'm also sin. Jesus has not only saved me, but he's also given me a purpose in this mission. I mean, I think it speaks loud. And strikes at the heart of what needs to happen. And I think about too the Book of Acts. Where everybody was scattered, but everyone was sharing the gospel.
Yeah.
And it's not just, a lot of times we think, well, that's my youth pastor's job. It's my pastor. It's the evangelists we bring in, and we kind of got that compartmentalized mentality in the American church. But I think this breaks that to say, hey, we're all missionaries. Even if you work at McDonald's, that's the biggest mission field, right? Or
that and Walmart.
Somewhere, Walmart. You're a Walmart greeter, whatever. You're sent, right? Jesus has called you to spread the gospel where you live, work, and play. So so it's just exciting to see the gospel spread in the U.S. again, which is what's really going to change our nation.
Yeah, man. So good, so good. By the way, we talked a little bit about our wristbands earlier. Oh wait, here it is. I'm on this camera now. Sorry. There. Oh, you got
that's the fist bump emoji, right? I'm not punching you in the face.
Let's get it.
But there's my 1 million cent bracelet.
Oh man, I love that. Hey, if you guys want to and want to grab bringing up a lot of ideas and a lot of new and fresh resources all throughout the next 8 years. 8 years, guys. 1 million sent. 1 million students trained to share the gospel by 2030. And we are going to do this, and we're going to do it together. That's the only way this happens. So we're going to get off of here for lunch. But Garrett, before we go, man, you have anything you would like to say? Any way you would like to impersonate? I'm just kidding. Don't impersonate anybody. I know how you are. But man, anything you have to say, man, just encouragement you give to people watching these videos.
Yeah, I know you, everyone, we hear a lot of things, man, our world's this and that, there's a lot of depression and discouragement out there, but encourage yourself in the gospel today and preach the gospel to yourself and be reminded that God is moving and this is what he's doing. And this is why he's keeping the world turning, right?
Yeah,
it's for this mission. So keep your mind on that today, more than the news and more than social media.
That's good. Hey, what was that post you did the other day? I love that post you had up the other day. What was it? Come on, I can't remember it now. I just went blank.
Which one was it?
The one about politics and all that other stuff, but keep your eyes on the gospel.
Yeah.
Like what you said.
Don't let people, politics, pandemics push you away from the gospel.
Man.
Or make you take your eyes off of Jesus.
Yes, boy, that's right. That's right. So I love that, man. I love it, dude. That's so true and so good. So, well, Garrett, bro, thanks for jumping on here with me. I'm sure you may jump on later with me as well. But man, I'm thankful for you, bro. Your partnership in the gospel and how God's going to continue to use you. All right, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm privileged to be a part.
All right, man. Talk to you soon, bro.
God bless you.
All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm about to wrap up this lunchtime session here. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, we're going to be back. Let me check the schedule here. 1 o'clock, I'll be back with my boy, my man, Jason Mick from Prestonwood Baptist Church. So if you have not ever met Jason Mick, or you don't know Jason Mick, I'm telling you, you're going to want to tune in for this one. You will not regret being part of this session as well. Let me just show you some of our upcoming, what's the rest of the day look like? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me minimize myself here.